On this episode of I Play a Random Game, I figured I'd play some Killing Floor 2 because, well, I bought it and I figured, well, it's a fun game. I'd give it a shot. So here it is, and I'll give you some brief impressions. It's the buggiest game I've played on Xbox in terms of, stability, because I've had it crash on me 3 times and had it like hard reset crash, like when you like it freezes and the whole thing just shuts off and your power adapter goes orange. Yeah, I had that once, and then just normal crash to dashboard, not desktop, 3 times. So the game is really buggy on Xbox, and I have it on PS4 because I got it for free, but I wanted to get it on Xbox because the Xbox controller does not give me hand cramps when I use it for more than 30 minutes. So I bought it on Xbox. And it's a lot. It doesn't run nearly as well as the PS4 version. I don't know if it's just because I play a lot more online on Xbox, but damn, seriously, it's just I don't know. It's kind of bad, but it's fun. I can still enjoy the game for what it is. The game crashes a lot, which is really unfortunate. But as you can see here, I finally got into the game over a minute in, so you're welcome. And yeah, it tries to hit 60 frames per second, but I don't think it really does. I don't actually know if it hits 60 FPS. It feels like it, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If the PS4 version is, then it is doing a far better job of it than the Xbox One version. But then again, that's par for the course, really, when you expect the hardware differences in mind. Even if it's minor, the Xbox One does have a notably weaker. Is it GPU or CPU? No, they have comparable CPUs. It's just that one has a somewhat weaker GPU than the other. I'm pretty sure. But hey, could be worse. Could be a Switch port of this game. I don't want to know how would this run on Switch. I mean, maybe, if they did a good job on it, maybe I could see it running on here. But, yeah, I don't know. I doubt it. But yeah, I mean, I think it's been crashing so much, though, because I have a feeling my Xbox is on its way out really slowly. Like, it's been crashing games a lot more lately. I've had to hard reset it because games just outright refuse to load. I mean, I've just been having internet issues in general. Like, the only game I've ever had a consistent online experience with so far has been... What have I played these last few days? Overwatch. That's about it. Siege isn't consistent, even though I haven't played that in a couple of weeks, but when I played it, it was a little off. Rocket League had some weird stuttering when I... Well, there's more... It was more, I think... what's it? Packet related or something like that. I'm not sure, though. It was really weird. Kind of annoying, but... One thing I find this a bit weird about the guns in this game is that when you go to upgrade something, it will often just give you a worse weapon. Or just, Like, there was one time where I had my nail gun upgraded to, to do the same amount of shots as it does currently, but, with one bullet at a time or something like that. I don't know. That's what happened. It might have been a bug, I'm not sure. But either way, I'm trying to figure out how to do that again, because that was incredibly useful and made the gun so much more better than it already is, because I really like the nail gun, because... Well, I mean, this game is gory. I mean, we may as well crank it up to the max, eh? Because this game's not going to get its R18 plus rating one way or another. I mean, frankly, this is more deserving of it than GTA 5. I mean, personally, I think GTA 5 should have been just given an MA, but because the Australian Classifications Board is really, really strict on drug use to the point where it's banned games for having actual, pharmaceutical drug names in it. Case in point, Stay of Decay, when it was released on Xbox 360 about 4 years... Fuck, it's been that long ago. Anyway, when it came out that long ago, it got banned down here for about a month or two because, pharmaceutical drug names, people could go like, oh, they're worried about that. And, it's, so many other countries were worried about that they banned it too. No, it was just Australia, because Australia bans everything. For some reason, the classification board... I mean, looking back at it, we even banned Fallout 3 for some reason. I think it might have been for a similar reason, actually. GTA 5... was it? Was GTA 5 ever? I can't remember, but I know there's quite a few games. And rather amusingly, I remember looking up the list 2 years ago, back in 2016. It's scary to say that. And I remember looking it up, and I remember, 3 Vita games were in that list, because it's just... they were all... Idea Factory games, I'm pretty sure. One of them might have been an NIS title. But it just made me go, well, it's just nice to know. Anyway, I should get back to talking more about Killing Floor 2. I really like this gun, and I love the M79 grenade launcher, I'll say that much. And there's one map I've heard that consistently crashes, which is, is fantastic. But you can see here, we try to take on the boss at Paris, and this is the map I've seen the most by a mile. Like, I think out of the 10 matches I've played, I think about 4 of them have been on Paris, 5 of them maybe. So, yeah, take that for what you will. But, yeah, it's you know, it's a good map, to be honest. It's fun, you know. It doesn't look boring. It's kind of big. I don't know. I've only played about 3 or 4 maps, though. And when I did try to play, it crashed on me. Actually, now that just showed up, now I switched to my pistol, I got another complaint. There's actually a complaint I have. I know, shocking, right? But the more I think about it, the more I think the controls are a little weird. Now, look, don't get me wrong. Shooting and aiming and firing and throwing grenades and melee weapons is satisfying as hell and all that. It's par for the course. Tripwire does it really well. But swapping weapons and inventory management's really, really cumbersome. Like, you have to hold down Y and go onto the D-pad, and it's just like, I'm using it. It's a twin-stick shooter. Why do you... It's clearly... It's on the controller's end, though. What else could they have really done? I can't really think of anything. Or maybe they could have just done, like, LB and then, like, left analog stick or something like that. They could have done that, or for ambidextrous people, maybe, right, I don't know. They could have done something to cater for that instead of, you know, doing what they've done. But overall, I think it's a pretty minor complaint. Oh, and I guess the crashing's a pretty major complaint from me as well. But, you know, I'm gonna take the game kind of slowly until I can, you know, be reassured that the game won't be a fucking absolute bug fest in terms of, you know, stability. I guess it's not really bugs. I guess that's just more... well, no, yeah, that is bugs the more I think about it. But, yeah, this boss, and also, too, this boss, there's been 3 different bosses I saw. The first time I saw this boss when I played this solo offline, my game crashed. So that was the story of my first game crashing. Second time around, I think, was when it was going back to main menu. And third time was when it was... Was it loading into a multiplayer match? It was loading into a multiplayer match, yeah. And it just started not happening. And then when it actually, like, full-on crashed my console... It was loading up a new map, and yeah, that's really all I have to say. Is that yeah, yeah, it's kind of bad. This boss pisses me off though. He looks like a white supremacist. Why is he holding me like that? I really wish they didn't hold you like that, because he just kind of looks at you and he just goes, "Come with me, my son." He doesn't even do anything. He just puts you back on the ground. It's just like, the fuck. Maybe if there were more zombies around, maybe I'd be attacked by the zombies, but that just doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's just, yeah, we've lost 2 guys already, so this is going really well so far. I don't know if we actually ended up surviving this, or if I ended up surviving this. I don't think I did survive this, actually. I know, spoilers, you know, it's going to be another one of those underwhelming gameplay videos that's nearly 10 minutes long. You're welcome. I'm very good at that, aren't I? I'm very good at producing underwhelming videos. I mean, that's why I've done, what, 8 this year so far, and there's been 6 days in the year, because I'm just that rebel. I intend to do a video per day. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to follow up 2016's output. I mean, I might, considering, you know, you know, I don't have school anymore. But, you know, by the time I'll probably have a job, I probably won't even, you know. I mean, I'll be doing this still, because this is just a little side hobby thing I like doing. I've always considered it that way. But then there's the whole thing of, like, hours. Then again, I'm not looking forward to going into the job market, honestly, because as far as I'm concerned, all the job market nowadays just seems to be is just, hey, can we get away with fucking you over as much as possible? But then again, it's always seemed to be like that. It never really changed. I just feel like, though, that especially now, there's a massive disadvantage towards going towards those sort of jobs, because everyone's out for themselves. I mean, I'm even playing anyone was never not for themselves. It's always been that way, but... I guess I just have too much faith in humanity sometimes, as edgy as that sounds. I know how Linkin Park edgy does that sound. I mean, I hate saying that because, you know, it's kind of sad. Musicians dying in general is just a sad thing. People dying in general from suicide is a pretty goddamn sad thing when I think about it. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck happened there, but... kind of went on a tangent and my character ended up exploding, so... I guess that's a fitting end for this video. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you later.